took the clouds all away. It swept the sky like a broom and got ready for a very special day. This is a very special time. Show me a hill I can climb. Give me a mountain to move, and I'll prove that it's a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. Up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
And a very good day it is. It's a wonderful Wednesday. That means Bradley Gilbert from Walmart is with us this morning. Good morning, Bradley.
Good morning, Becky.
Happy Wednesday, right?
Happy Wednesday,
What a beautiful
yeah.
morning.
Yeah, I mean, I was expecting all this rain that, that was supposed to come through, but...
You said the R word.
I know, but we didn't get as much as we
what
were
happened
supposed
yesterday?
to so far.
Explain to me yesterday, because, like, all of a sudden, here we are going along, and then all of a sudden I came inside, and this rain, happened yesterday.
Yes, this one... section of rain came across.
Could somebody explain that to me?
Wait a minute.
What happened here? And then I come back out and I'm like, what?
Yeah, because I was getting ready to go to lunch and all of a sudden it's like, well, I think I'm going to rethink that for a few minutes.
Maybe we'll order in today.
Maybe so. But yeah, it's a beautiful
morning.
Don't
mess your hair up,
Beautiful morning, get out.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Can't mess up. Oddly enough, that's where I was going to get my hair cut. So,
getting all fancy.
All fancy.
Yeah. Well, it's summer fancy time, right?
Summer fancy time, it is.
Okay. Yeah. But anyway, let's thank our sponsors this
morning.
All
right, we've got Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Hoosier Uplands, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Fox Purley Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Care First Urgent Care, and McAllister Lane Consulting.
Yay, thank you to our great sponsors. Very thankful for them. And awesome. We are moving on. Do you realize we're already on to the 5th day of June?
I mean, we are almost halfway through the year.
Right. And so we're starting the countdown already of Christmas. Do you realize that? People are...
Christmas in July.
I know. No, Brad. Christmas in December, people are starting the countdown already.
Oh, I know.
I know you were trying your best to turn that.
Yeah,
but
I
know
Christmas
you were
in July is a lot better.
It.
You can float in the pool
twist.
while you do your Christmas
the bedrock,
shopping.
Twist. I know what you're doing over there. You don't even want to talk that.
No,
I know. I'm sorry. Do you remember that bedrock twist?
When
sorry.
What was
Fred Flintstone?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dash Rip Rock?
Yeah. Wait, I cannot believe you just said that.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah,
right,
so no, it's moving right along.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sad that it wasn't I'm sad that someone didn't see the twist.
Oh, I know. I mean, we needed cameras.
Yeah, definitely. But anyway, back to that. Yes, so people have already started in the regular. I'm talking December the 25th. countdown already.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh goodness,
Yes.
we've not even had the 4th of July.
I know someone that I get to see on a regular basis at work that has started a calendar countdown. So yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Well, I think a lot of times, and I think we're kind of to the point too that, okay, like let's use Walmart. Walmart, will throw out these great deals, and like you'll have rollbacks, you'll have clearance, you'll have, and when you want clearance done, you get it
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah.
That is, you've got to give praise to Salem store.
Yeah.
Because they go crazy.
They did a
They
great
want it
job.
out of there.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, absolutely.
It's like they're gonna.
Yeah. We
market.
don't want it in the store,
No,
and we
no.
want someone to enjoy it, and
How
and
low
when
can
you
it go?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Hello Kitty T-shirts for $1.
Yeah.
Just random stuff. Okay.
Well, and I think where you're going with this, maybe I don't know, but
Oh, this will be fun. Where do you think I'm going, Brad? Where do you? Because I don't really know.
Maybe.
I'm wanting to see what you.
Well, I mean, I'm taking this as really it is now you can think about holidays and stuff year round, because year round shopping you get the best deals, and you can get the most bang for your buck and have the best Christmas time. So
right.
I think
well,
that's
especially when you have a lot to buy for.
Yes.
And we know that inflation right now.
Yeah.
So if you can find things on sale and pick it up, like I talk to a lot of people that have larger families, and that's what they do. They pick up. They kind of just shop all year round.
and it makes it it makes it a lot easier on everybody. And anytime you can save money, regardless, is a good thing. One thing that kind of, not getting away from that subject, but one thing that kind of made me realize yesterday that the year is going fast is on the main page of our One Walmart stuff that we have. Here it seems like we just got through graduation parties, but the back to school playbook is already out. So it's like whoa, but we're not the only retailer that we stay ahead of the game and things like that, and it's a win for customers, especially when you got to make sure that you may have a large family, or you may just want to spread your dollars a little bit more.
Well, and if you do a little each week, like let's say that you do your grocery shopping every week, and if you just pick up a few things each week, that it's not so much all at once.
Yeah.
So I think it's very nice to go ahead and have that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think in summer it goes so fast.
It does.
And
sadly it does.
I know.
Yeah.
You always want to hold on to that.
I know.
Anyway, right now you do have some summer flowers on sale.
Yes, we're coming off the parking lot,
man.
so a little bit early this year, but it's because we've had a great year. But we're already doing clearance stuff and summer flowers.
Yeah,
it's
beautiful.
not too late to get everything planted. I mean, we still have plenty of growing time and things like that, but we're coming out there. We still have great deals on all of our seasonal stuff, our lawn and garden stuff. So come out and get some great deals.
Yeah.
We got great rugs and furniture
I love that.
and citronella candles and the torches. Anything to make your, whether it's a 12 by 12 or a 50 by 50, to make your space homey and yours. And then we talk about this all the time. Get out and use it.
Oh, absolutely.
Get out there.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, for sure. And we're, something that gets slighted a lot, but, Father's Day.
Father's
you know what I
Day,
mean?
yeah.
And,
grills.
oh, my goodness, those grills are just...
You know how I was trying to say moms needed a grill, but...
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Moms,
no,
Dad,
we've got
everybody,
Father's Day coming up. And one thing that's going to be new for us this year that we're kind of excited about is we are going to have actual Father's Day balloons. That you can purchase Father's Day balloons. There's only 4 stores in our area that's going to get those, and they're going to pilot that out a little bit. And,
Like
and
dads
we're one
don't
of the
have
ones
it-
that's going to get it right here in Salem. So
Like they don't
so you
have
can
enough
get-
hot air.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
But a
maybe powered by.
Powered by... No, oh, that's really nice, though. No.
Yeah, but so doing something different, with Father's Day stuff. But
I'm
there's
loving that.
and there's going to be all kinds of deals over, for all your grilling needs. Let's not only appreciate Dad, but let's get him a new grill and make him feed everybody.
That's right.
But that's
Dad, you
good.
get to
They
work.
love it though.
Oh,
I mean,
oh.
you love doing
Beat that
Yeah.
chest and
Yeah.
put that meat on that
Fire
grill.
good.
Yes, fire.
Yeah.
Man, make fire.
Yes.
Fire good.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah.
put that meat on there. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And veggies on there if you want.
Yeah.
And that grilled pineapple with brown sugar and butter.
Oh,
Yeah.
now you're talking. And corn.
Grilled peaches and corn. Yeah.
Yeah, so many
Yeah.
good things.
So-
And, think about it all. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've also got, 4th of July is coming up.
Oh, exciting.
Does not
And
seem
that's
like
the
it.
thing. That's what I'm happy about the flowers, because like right now, if you're planning a 4th of July party, or let's say a family get together, reunion, anything you've got going on right now. I mean, like right now, everybody's starting to.
Yeah.
They haven't happened yet.
Right.
So these flowers going on sale, perfect timing. You know?
And they'll be blooming and,
They're
and
beautiful.
and
Absolutely.
everything.
And and you'll be a rock star.
Yeah.
And it's easy,
And be like, hey, look what I did.
And I actually saw some strawberry. You have like the strawberry baskets, or like their baskets, or like
Yeah.
is that what am I saying that
Yeah,
right?
it's a hanging
Yeah,
basket.
hanging baskets of strawberry, and they've almost got strawberries on them. And I
Yeah.
thought, you know what? I could grab them, the
Yeah.
ones that already have the strawberries
Yeah.
on them, and
Oh.
look at how
Yeah.
good my strawberry baskets are doing.
Yeah. Look. I got a green thumb.
Love that.
Absolutely.
Well, there's so many choices over there, and so many to pick from, and I saw everybody shopping over there yesterday.
Yeah,
So but there's plenty more. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
There's plenty more out there.
And we're not going to stop getting this stuff in. It's just we're not going to be in the parking lot.
Mhm, mhm.
And we'll still have the patio covered inside the store. And we'll still have mulch and soil and dirt. Everything
Don't you
that
think
need.
we've got an extended, like, it seems like summer, like I think even last year, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't it like almost October before you even closed your pool? Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Was it like
it was October 2nd or 3rd.
That's
It
what I
was.
thought.
It
So I mean,
was.
and now
And it
like
was warm. It wasn't like it was
right,
freezing either.
Yeah, and now our plants, my
Yeah.
plants stayed. I think I had them like almost through October. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The pretty flowers.
Yeah,
You know.
so I just take advantage of it.
And those
So-
marigolds, those things are just, you talk about die-hard batteries.
Oh, they
They come back in
Yeah.
force. they
they're
bring
not
friends.
they're not afraid. Yeah, they bring friends with them
They
too.
do,
I know
they
it's
do.
like I didn't know marigolds was a bush plant or a
Yeah.
shrub. But,
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, mine, I just took took off the dead, and then you just sprinkle them around them, and the
Yeah.
friends come up.
yeah, it's like imagine that.
So get on over to Walmart and
Yeah.
get all your good stuff. Don't forget Dad on Father's Day. You got some really cool T-shirts. You know
Yeah,
I'm a
we
T-shirt.
do.
I love T-shirts.
We do. So we're ready for Father's Day straight into 4th of July.
Yeah, absolutely. Good deals
Yeah.
for sure. All right, we're on to the 5th day of June. Today is Festival of Popular Delusions Day.
Not sure what that is.
Don't know about that. I don't know. Global Running Day. Will we be participating in that today, Brad?
No.
No. If we're running, somebody better call 911.
Somebody better call 911. Yes, I agree.
Hot Air Balloon Day. You've been in
Okay,
the
I've
tethered
been.
one. You've
Yes,
been tethered.
yes.
Yes. I've not done either.
And that was on my bucket list. So that was. But either way, the tethered was great. But I think someday I want to do the full on. Let's move this bad boy away from this landing pad.
Let's cut that rope.
Let's cut that
I
rope.
want to be with you because I want to
Yeah.
watch. I did watch a little bit of Wizard of Oz the other night. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when the balloon goes up. I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm in.
I'm into.
Yeah.
I'm in it. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
Let's do it.
Thrill
Yeah.
seekers here.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is Jerusalem Day. Jerusalem. National Attitude Day. Remember, attitude of gratitude.
Yes.
Every morning. Every day.
Yes.
Every day. Every day. Every day. Yeah.
Yes.
Attitude of gratitude. And Attitude Day. So I think that makes a big difference in your day.
Oh, yeah, and I had someone that said it's very simple to change the trajectory of your day. Don't let someone else change the trajectory of your day, but you change it. And if you start out with that attitude of gratitude, then that can change. Just that small change can make big changes by the time your day is over. So I think that's important.
I agree. All right, National Gingerbread Day.
Oh,
Kinda
again, Christmas. You're determined to
Ooh.
make me.
National Ketchup Day.
Oh yes.
Have mercy.
Oh
Oh,
yes.
Mm.
Yes.
you just.
I will tell you.
All right, let's hear it.
I
Let's
get
hear
grief
it.
for it, but I love ketchup on potato skins.
I don't have a problem with that.
Oh yeah, I know a couple people that do and think that's strange, but good old potato skins with cheese, and even if they don't have the meat, just throw you some ketchup.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
It's a throwdown. Yes.
I think ketchup brings anything alive.
Oh,
You know.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think I would have any problem with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have no trouble with that.
No, yeah.
I'm good with you on ketchup. Yeah, on that. Yeah. National Tailor's Day. Do we have mermaid tailors? We don't have mermaid tailors.
I think that's a dying art.
I think so. Ooh, National Veggie Burger Day. I love a good veggie burger.
Yes.
I like a good one.
Yes, it needs to be grilled.
Mm.
It needs to be grilled. But the veggie burgers they have now are just you almost can't taste the difference.
They're really
but they're really good. They got a different flavor. And I'll tell you one thing too that's similar to a veggie burger is the black bean burger. Those are really good too.
Yes, very good. All right, Sausage Roll Day. It looks like a pig in the blanket, but they just put a sausage in there. That'd be good.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, especially like for breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be good.
World Environment Day.
That should be every day.
Every day. So those are some holidays. Get out and enjoy. Okay? All right. Yay! So exciting time. Speaking of that attitude, here are the top 10 things that immediately make you smile.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to go 10 to 1?
Yeah, let's go 10 to 1.
Okay.
Say the best for
Starting
last.
at the bottom.
Starting at the bottom.
Okay. We got to use our golfing. We got to get a golfing gig.
Dude, we really do.
At the bottom. We're going to go to the 10th question. Or 10th answer. Or 10th.
And we're not sure where this is going to land on the green.
As you can see, they step up. We're not going to ever make it. I don't know.
It would be awesome.
Oh, my goodness. I know.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, number 10. Spending time outside in the sun. Always makes me happy.
Are you sure you didn't start with number 1?
I know. I have to agree. I think this should be bumped up.
Yeah.
It really makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yes. Talk about an attitude of gratitude.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Yeah. Just spending some time outside in the sun. Yes, enjoying it.
Just piddling, doing nothing, just sitting there.
I love piddling.
I know.
Why?
I'm sorry.
I'm a piddling fool
I'm
over
sorry.
here.
I threw that. I'm sorry.
I can't believe you said the word piddling.
Just
I
piddling.
love to piddle. I can do.
You do.
What are you getting done? Nothing. I'm
Nothing.
just piddling.
I'm just piddling. And it's okay. Because, look, life is too
love
stressful
that. I'm a piddling
and
fool.
chaotic. Everybody deserves some piddling time.
I can't believe I'm hearing that word this at 8:18 in the morning, piddling.
I know someone that's probably going,
piddling
look,
around.
Papa, what are you doing?
I'm out there piddling. That's right. You know that. Oh, wait, think of all the ladies. You know how many, what's your dad doing? Out there piddling? Right? Do we not? How many?
People know what that word means. Absolutely.
And people know they're doing.
Yeah, and they know when they're piddling. Saying, I'm just piddling.
I'm sorry, that's funny.
I mean, what's it look like? It's piddling.
Piddling. Oh my goodness, I love that. Okay, spending time outside in the sun, love that. All right, number 9, receiving a thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Absolutely, and we've lost that. I'm a thank you person.
Love that.
You're a thank you person, and it's kind of again a lost art. But that you open the mailbox, or somebody puts a card in your door, or sets it somewhere, or even hands it to you. I think that one needs to be up a little higher too.
I agree, and I think okay. So when someone gives you a thank you, we've been discussing this a lot. You have to receive it.
Yes.
Okay? The thank you is there. It's sincere. But we, a lot of times, get so busy that we don't receive that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's like you're not really listening. They're saying they say thank you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And I think we're all guilty of that. Like someone, like you'll just
be
going along and someone will say thank you, and you're, oh, you're welcome. And you just, but did you really receive that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Was that really a, you know what I mean?
And in that, and that's a great point, because in that, part of receiving that the right way, or the best way, I guess we should say, is acknowledging and giving the feedback that you received it. Showing a little bit of appreciation. But we all get busy, yes. But I'll tell you, a verbal thank you sometimes is easier to overlook than an in writing physical thank you.
Because it's in your face.
Because it's
there and you read it
makes
and
you
see it.
You have to change and everything just to take it or to open it or something like that. So it does give you pause. But you're right. In our day to day, we kind of tend to gloss over that. You
Well,
know?
just like, okay, it's, and going on a little bit further, taking this, I'm going down the rabbit hole here, but like, okay, like if you give a compliment to someone, so let's say that someone at Walmart, you know, and I know you do give compliments, and you always, like, if somebody's, you know, done something really, you know, extra or something, a lot of times you'll bring that to their attention, and I hope that they receive that.
Yeah.
And that's when I always try to talk about, you know, when someone gives you a compliment or appreciates something you've done, you know, make sure that you receive that instead of just like, because that'll make you feel better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But there are some people that don't, it's not that they haven't heard it, but they just they maybe don't, they just approach things like they're doing things not for a thank you or not for that extra recognition, and sometimes they don't receive it well just because that's not what they're in it for.
Right.
You know?
They're doing the right thing because. They're not doing it for a thank you.
Yeah.
Or they're doing the right thing because.
Right.
They're not doing it
and
for.
so sometimes they can kind of not dismiss it, but kind of not receive it well just because that's just, you know, they think that's just part of the day-to-day grind of what you do.
Right. Yeah.
You know, people with high work ethics do not.
Yes.
They can oftentimes get uncomfortable with compliments.
Well,
there's
a thing that is out now, and it's like, I think it's called the shopping cart therapy, and it's talking about, I can't remember exactly, maybe that's the wrong title of it, but it's talking about, like, you know, for those, okay, you know, you use the you know, the grocery cart or the shopping cart, and then do you know, sometimes do you not put it up? And it's talking about, like, that if you put it up, you're doing the right thing, and that will make you feel better. It's a whole thing, like, and because you know you're doing right, you're putting it up.
Yeah.
And a few extra steps it might take in your day to do it, but you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, they did a whole big study on this of whether you put your shopping cart up or you leave it. You know.
Yeah.
I think most people put it up, especially Walmart. You've got all those different bins. You've got it very accessible, right?
Yes.
Is it? I mean.
Yeah. No, and I think. Well, that's an interesting thought about but that makes sense to me. You know, it's like.
It's a study. They did a study on it.
No, that's interesting to me because it's like, you know, sometimes you put things in. Well, I know people that will put things in their cart that are in the wrong place, and their only mission is to put them back where they belong. So, as they shop.
Oh.
If they see something that's in the wrong place.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. That's really.
So that's
like,
kind of an interesting.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really happy if somebody, like, if I'm like somewhere like in the, let's say, the cereal aisle, and I find where somebody laid meat down.
Oh.
That's just not nice.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, don't do that. That ruins it for everybody.
Yeah.
You know. So, all right. Okay, we went down some rabbit holes there. Yeah. All right, so receiving a thank you. So please, if someone gives you a thank you or gives you a compliment, try to receive that. Take it in. You know. Yeah. Number 8, winning money. These are things that make you smile. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Never done it, but.
Yeah. Well.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean.
Yeah, I don't
think so.
Yeah, I don't.
We're kind of losers over here, Brad. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the lonesome losers?
Yeah.
Right?
So because I don't do
anything. I don't do anything to
win
it. I don't do anything to win it.
So
you don't play, you don't win.
Yes,
right?
Right. That's true.
Number 7, getting a surprise gift. I have got those, and those. Oh, I love those.
Yes.
Love language. Love it. Love it.
And I'm with you on that.
Absolutely. Those little. I don't care. You know, I was surprised with some peanut M&Ms the other day. There was one that looked at me like an alien, but you know what?
Thank you, big man upstairs.
That's right.
That's how you know that
God loves you.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's funny you say that because someone rolled in with some Reese cups.
Oh.
The big cups?
Yeah.
It was just, 2 of the, packages, so there was a total of 4, and they set them on my desk when I wasn't looking.
See?
And, I was just like, thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
You don't even know what you've done, how well you've done.
No. Big man upstairs knew I needed them that day, too.
That's right. Getting a surprise gift. I love surprise gifts.
Love it.
Surprise. It's hard to surprise me because I'm really like, All right, and I'm sure, and I know it is you too.
It is. Yeah.
We're,
Yeah. I pay attention.
I do too. Maybe
You have
too
to
much.
sometimes.
I know. Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
But I do love getting a surprise gift. Love that. Making someone else laugh or grin. I love that. And I feel like we feel like we're funny, right?
I mean, I think we are. I mean,
We,
if you ask
in our
me,
heads,
in
in our
our
heads, yes, laugh or grin.
But the thing is, have you ever just this is kind of a rabbit hole, but at the same time it's not. Have you ever just like had someone that's just it's been a tough time and all of a sudden you're like you do something and maybe it's accidental and maybe it's intentional, but you get them to do that really deep from the gut laugh and to where you're both laughing and then they say, "Wow, I needed that."
Yeah.
That's
I know.
those
I know.
are those
Yeah,
are
those are.
I think you get as much from that as that person does, but yeah,
if I
there's
see,
times.
I'm going to join in. I'm going to be laughing too. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's times that I've realized that just because I, in my head, am way more humorous than I probably am, that I don't intentionally try to make someone laugh at times because I'm going, this could really go bad.
It is so bad. It's so funny though. It's so funny.
But making someone laugh is awesome.
I love that. Yeah. Okay. These are things that make people smile. Number 5, hearing good news about a loved one. I love that.
Yeah.
I love when people win.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And if I hear good news, I love to tell people that. I love to hear the good news and share it with them and happy for them.
Yeah, and I think that most people would expand on that a little bit too, in that most people, regardless, you love hearing somebody win, even if you know them very well or not, things like that. Most people are just like, that's awesome.
Them.
Yeah,
good for them. Yay.
Yeah.
All right, number 4, someone else smiling at you. I love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Had a mail carrier, and I don't know, I've not seen her before. This is our United States Postal Office, which I think we have a fantastic.
We do.
We have. Hands down, I'm gonna just the best. Okay,
yes.
our postal people, right? Is that right? So, and she brought packages and smiled, and I saw it, and I just was so appreciative of her attitude of gratitude. Just what I mean, delivering, loving what she was doing.
Yep.
And it wasn't even my packages. I would have been happier if it had been my packages.
Yeah.
But it wasn't my packages.
It's like, is there a mistake here? What's going on? Yeah.
But just watching how happy she was, I really appreciated that. I noticed that.
And, that can change people's trajectory. And do you know, one of the things is I think when someone's smiling, not necessarily when they're smiling at someone or when someone's watching, when they're just smiling and happy and going through life and you run across that, that's a gift right there.
I agree. Yes, yeah. I agree. Receiving a kind gesture.
It's always good.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Love that. If you've got your hands full and somebody opens the door for you, or just because they open the door for you,
yeah.
I love every bit of that.
That's a win right there.
Yeah, it is. Or just a kind gesture, or helping out, doing something, or let's say that if there's a mom and she's got 1,000 kids, and you take her cart back. You know what I mean? Oh, here, let me take that back for you.
Right.
People do nice things like that.
They do.
And there are good people, and I always like to focus on that.
Yeah, we need more of that focus.
Right. So receiving a kind gesture. Number 2, waking up to a sunny day.
Yeah.
Love that.
Sometimes though, waking up just in general, you're just like, hey, it's a win.
I know.
It's a win. But there is something about waking up and the sun's coming through the windows and stuff. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
But my thing is, if the sun's coming through the window and I'm still in bed, then I'm running late. Something's up. I know. I have to I'm working on myself. I'm still working on me. Let me tell you, I'm a work in progress.
Yeah. And I get that. But there's times that when I'm kind of the same way. If things are, I'm like, oh wait. Uh-oh.
What's going on here?
What's going on here? Yeah. Because if I wake up and let's say I'm on vacation or took some time off, whatever. If I wake up and the sun's coming up, I'm not sure if it's 9 a.m. or 1 p.m.
That's right. Yeah, I have no concept.
And I'm like, oh gosh,
Yeah, right.
But I think there are times that you just need to do that.
Oh, I agree. Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Just don't set the alarm.
Like the Folgers commercial. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Waking up, you know what I mean? And all of a sudden the sun comes up and you've got that hot cup of coffee. It just...
When you're just in your happy place, yeah.
Yeah, very
Every
nice.
once in a while, let the sun come in.
I agree.
While you're in bed.
While you're in bed. That's right. So what, the number one, so we're up to number one. This is what people say make them smile, okay? Is being on vacation. Vacation! I'm on vacation!
I get that.
Watch City Slickers the other day. Remember he screams, I'm on vacation!
Yeah. That's a funny movie.
That's really funny.
I mean,
I know.
it never gets
Norman.
not fun.
I love Norman.
I always think of Jack
Curly.
Palance when he did the one-arm push-ups on the stage.
Oh my gosh. How
Was it
could
the
you...
Oscars or something
Yeah.
after that movie?
Oh
and
my-
stuff? But it's just like-
A beast.
and he said that he blanks with the Billy Crystal.
Exactly, yeah.
I love
yeah.
Jack Palance.
You got to.
He was
Absolutely,
wonderful.
for sure. So, so actually, a poll they took for National Smile Month found that the average person meets a stranger 5 times a week, and being on that receiving of a random smile lifts their spirits on the average of 13 minutes. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
1 in 6 people said that they rarely, never return a smile from a stranger, often because they're skeptical about the person's motives. Oh, I don't.
Oh,
I always
no.
return that. Yeah. Other reasons for not returning the smile is you're afraid, or you think they're weird. I don't think that's weird. I
No.
mean, if you had a weird smile, if you were doing
Yeah.
some weird smiling at me, then
Yeah. Yeah. Just smiling in general, I think, is a good thing.
smiling's my favorite.
Yeah. I was interested, though, that it's interesting to hear that you meet a stranger 5 times a week.
The average person smiles at a stranger
Smiles at a
smiles
stranger.
5 times a week. Okay.
I figured that would be higher.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah. So other reasons that people do not return a smile is they're in a rush. I don't care. You can do it. It takes a second. If you're too embarrassed, what are you doing that you're that embarrassed about? What are you doing?
Or maybe it's like,
And you weren't paying attention, so the moment passed. Now, there you go. There's your ringer for me right there. I wasn't paying attention. Story of my life.
Yes.
Wasn't paying.
Yes. I've had.
I was too busy talking.
Or I was. You catch me shopping. I'm laser focused.
Oh my goodness, isn't it true?
Yeah.
A few more that you missed the top 10. Running into an old friend. Love to do that.
I think that should be a little higher.
I do too. I think it should be. It didn't even make the top 10.
But I think, though, that the older you get, the more that's appreciated.
Probably,
You,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Kind
Yeah.
of.
But what's hilarious is like, okay, so what's cute though about children? And we were like this. We were exactly like this. So you're like at school. You see them every day at school, and then let's say on a Saturday you're at a mall, and all of a sudden they see each other, and it's like they've never seen each other in years.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And they were
Yes.
just yesterday at school with them.
And
Friday
then they
at school
become
with them.
teenagers, and it's just like, oh, do I have to see them one more time? You know?
Oh,
Because
you're
then
here?
you develop, you develop
Yeah.
your people.
Yeah.
Oh, they're one of them.
Oh.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. So if you could keep that joy that kids have
Oh.
in a lot of ways,
So
but
many
that
things.
just always glad to see their peeps or
I know.
people,
I know. Yeah.
and always and whether and it's like, oh yes, like they love deeply,
They do.
You know.
Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
that's
Looking at old photographs.
that should be
Those
higher
are fun.
too.
Yeah. Watching funny videos online. I was watching some really weird stuff last night. I mean, it was like really weird. I don't know what it was, but
Well, yeah.
they were doing like challenges.
Someone recommended some stuff, and they're like, "Oh, this is funny. You should watch it." It's just like, it's kind of like dad humor, but a little funnier. And it's like, okay, so it's like, it's not. It wasn't funny. It's just like people spend hours watching the stuff,
Oh.
and I'm like,
There was 4 guys, and they took a challenge. Okay, one had the $5,000 boat, and the other one had the $5 boat, and they had to build their boat from Walmart. They went to Walmart and built their boat.
Mm-hmm.
And so they got all this stuff, and they had to spend 24 hours. You know, one was on the yacht, which was real easy to spend 24 hours on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the other ones were on this little raft thing. And so they said that the Coast Guard came up to them and said, you shouldn't do this. This is not good. So guess what? They did it, and they made it, and they woke up that morning and they made it on the raft. But I was like, why am I watching this? Why is this on TV?
Why am I investing my
Sit
time
in this.
in
Well, I had to
this?
see if they made the 24 hours.
Well,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it showed them at night.
Fast
they were like,
forward.
yeah, they were like, and of course they had fake sharks. You know, they wasn't real sharks, but well, I guess there had to be. They were, you know, they're.
But you know, the best part of that stuff is like, if you could like pan out with the camera, like Survivor and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like there's people 12 feet away from them holding a camera and
Absolutely.
microphone. You know, it's just like, well, I'm out here all alone.
Alone.
It's dark and I'm not sure, and there's somebody arm's reach away filming you.
Filming you, yeah, exactly. Ready to get your medical attention
Yes.
at any moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so watching funny videos, hearing a baby laugh. I love to hear babies laugh. I love to hear that. Love the laughter of that. Finding money in your pocket. Best day ever. And these are ones that did not make it. And hearing a song that you really love. I love that. You know, like all of a sudden you're going along and there's a song that you've not heard in years here on Wslm, and it's like, oh wow, there we go.
Yeah.
You know, so those are the top 10 things that immediately make you smile. But the last ones were the ones that didn't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Brad, there's some signs that actually tell you when you need a new phone. There's 3 signs that finally it's time for a new phone. Are you one of those that like to get a new phone, or do you just put it off and put it off?
No, I do not like to get a new phone.
Well, and then like there's so much that goes along with it. You have to so much detail, right?
Yeah. And it's not like I have a lot to transfer over and stuff like that, but it's just like No, I don't like to get a new phone often.
Okay. Well, technology, the reason, here are 3 signs it's finally time to get a new phone. Technology advancements. Does a new model offer a boost over your current device, like a much better camera? That's a good reason to buy. If not a huge upgrade, you might want to keep waiting.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2, software updates. Running newer software on an old phone can actually slow it down, and eventually old phones can't even keep up with those updates. For example, iPhone 10s are the oldest model that can run the newest iOS 17.
Okay.
All right. And what condition is it? How many times has it been dropped?
That's why I have a sturdy case cover thing.
Yeah, I do too. Well, yeah, mine is too. Yeah. What condition's in? If your screen is shattered and does your battery die every few hours, it might be time to finally pull the trigger and buy a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the.
Yeah, I'm not a upgrade a lot phone. So.
And can you imagine though? Can you imagine life before phones? If we had phones in high school.
Well.
I mean, right? Would that have not changed our life?
Yes, it would have. Yeah.
For the better, or what do you think?
Probably not. Well,
we'd have some really good photos. I mean, right?
Yes. So, if they didn't have the social media stuff, but had for photos and stuff like that, that would be good.
Yeah,
you know, there's a lot to be said about growing up in a time where you checked in, not on a phone, where you were physically present with your family, and you know, I mean, but just like now, a cell phone can be as positive or negative as you let it be.
That is true. It's whatever.
So, but I don't know. I just feel like that we were too busy to wear a cell phone or something like that. Wouldn't have been a priority for us when we were younger.
Or would it detract? Would it have become one? You know what I'm saying? We didn't know that.
Yeah.
So would it have become one? You think? I don't know. I think
know.
the only thing that I really would have liked to have had was more photos.
Yeah.
I wish we had, but back then it was a lot more than it is now.
Yeah.
You know, right now you can actually take your phone, take the photo, and someone just the other day, she was like, can I do it? I said, yeah, just go over to Walmart, download your photos, and then they printed them off. She got a beautiful frame. She got a frame and framed a photo that she had taken. I mean, that was 15 minutes, she said.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
So
look at the
I'm with
convenience.
you
I mean,
on
look
the
at that. I mean, if we
picture,
had had
on
things
the
like that,
picture,
I
right.
wish that would have been fun.
Because there are people that, you know, there are people that have left us, and you always think, wow, I wish I had more pictures
Yeah. Yeah.
with them.
Yeah. I think that's why I take so many photos now, because I didn't have all those
Yeah,
photos.
I think
Yeah.
I think I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom and dad were not like, we like had the or like, you know, the cameras
Yeah.
disposable or whatever
Yeah.
like that. But like they were not huge camera people.
Yeah, we weren't either.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
did disposable cameras.
Maybe
and stuff
everybody
like
was kind
that.
of similar like that.
Yeah.
maybe.
Now my grandparents, they like the Polaroid stuff. So
Yeah.
you know,
right.
we have
But
that
the
stuff.
Polaroids
But
though, after a while
yeah, they just
they
turn
start
to weird,
losing coloring. They go
and you
yellow
can't
or
see. Yeah,
dull,
they
or
go
what is
yellow,
it?
yellow, orangey, brown stuff, and you can't see.
What
It's
happened
like
to this?
that's either Mama or
Either
the
Mama-
neighbor's
Mama really liked the
barn.
color orange.
Yeah.
She wore orange all the
Yeah,
time.
she did. Well, orange is the new black.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. So I didn't know Mama was in jail. What happened here?
That's so bad.
No, but I mean, you know,
I
yeah,
know.
it's like,
I know. Gotcha there.
and you know, we went through a phase, you know, we went through a phase where there was a lot of darker colors and browns and earth tones and stuff. That's how people dressed before,
yeah, right.
you know,
Yeah.
before parachute pants and Hawaiian
Oh, my
shirts rolled
goodness.
onto the
Were they not
scene, you
the
know,
coolest?
or the ones that were, you know, I think they were running as far away from tie-dyed stuff from
Yeah.
that time
Right.
to a little more plain.
Right.
And then you got the paint splattered shirts and you know
Oh.
that type of stuff.
Absolutely.
And the headbands, you know.
And the
But
headbands, yeah.
but no, I think there's a time there that
New
where
blue
everybody
jeans and- yeah.
it's like, oh,
Oh.
that's risky. They had some burgundy on. Wait, what's going on? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Whoa, somebody's
Like,
feeling colorful
hey,
today.
That
Yeah.
blue's a little bright. We're Navy people.
That's funny.
No, but I mean,
No,
you know,
it's
you
true.
think
No,
about
I know. And I like colors, and like I think like right now the popular color this year right now is orange. Orange is just
Oh,
like
I will
which
tell
I
you.
love orange.
I ooh, I hope nobody. Well, it doesn't matter. So I went online and you know, you talk about finding deals and stuff like that. And for the pool, I like the dry fit long sleeve stuff, just
Yeah.
because even in the summertime you can throw it on, you're still cool, but you know, if
You
it
don't have
gets
that,
wet,
like,
it's
sun,
you know
yeah.
all that, and it'll keep you from getting some sun and stuff like that. But I was actually looking for something else, but I found two really cool quarter zip, orange quarter zip, the dry fit material things,
Oh.
pullovers.
Did you
Last
snag
night,
them?
and I did, and one of them is made to look like you've had it for years, you know, that kind of faded look and all that heathered look.
Uh-huh.
And then one is just a really cool orangey coral color, and
Oh.
I was
good
just
pop.
like, but I was surprised because most of the options were they had multiple colors of orange in this stuff. So I thought, oh, I guess that is popular. So
Well,
that goes to saying what. See, I'm always behind. You have to tell me what the
no,
popular
you
color
know,
is.
you
It's
know,
like,
you stay
but
right
I
now.
was
You're
just
good,
like,
you're
whoa,
good, you're good.
yeah.
Well,
So,
I've been so many places. I've been to, I mean, name it, and I have done a lot of traveling already in
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of fashion. I've really been, which I love to watch and I love to see. And
Mhm.
orange is like, just like popping this year.
yeah.
And I love it. I think it's beautiful. Of course, not saying that like I know, but like hot pink too is really popular.
Right.
But that kind of was like really hot with Barbie. I'm not saying it's still not hot for the summer because like even at the Indianapolis 500 they had these hats and they had the orange and they had the real pretty blue like it's almost like a baby blue but it like popped. It was like a
Mhm.
real bright blue.
Hmm.
And then they had the bright pink, and like those are your three,
Yeah.
colors that are really.
I did. You know, we went to Florida for spring break, and
Uh-huh.
so we went to a basically touristy place, but their surf shop. I did get swim trunks that are, they have that orangey background. They have pink flamingos on them,
Oh, I
and
love
they
that.
have that that almost a turquoise blue. With those, they have those things, and and they're covered with the flamingos and stuff. And so I was just like, whoa. I thought those were cool. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess looking back at what all was in there, I guess that is popping. So
It is
that'd be
popping.
good.
And a pink flamingo, you can't beat flamingos. I mean, they are like, come on. I've heard so many like stories about them. I guess they kind of change shades.
Depending on what
Their
type
mood?
of shrimp they're
Or-
eating.
oh,
No,
what
what
shrimp
type
they're
of
eating, what
shrimp
they're
they're
eating.
eating. Yeah, their
You heard
color
what you
comes.
eat.
They are. Their color comes from the type of shrimp that they eat.
Is it pretty well a shrimp diet? Because
Mostly.
okay, I could be a flamingo.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. I can stand on one
I
leg.
was gonna say I don't know how good I am at standing on
Yeah.
one leg for a long time.
Yeah. But yeah, it has to do, and they're mostly a shrimp diet, but they have other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been
I think
seeing you've
that's
been eating a lot of
interesting.
shrimp.
I
Your
think that's
colors there.
interesting. And it's always interesting that when you think about when you cook like lobster and they turn so red, but you wouldn't think they were that red.
Oh, that is
But
true.
it
Yeah.
enhances what's in there and their that color that comes out. So I think that's interesting. But you can't go wrong with a flamingo.
No,
On a pair of swim
no.
trunks. Hello.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Nothing
That
says
screams summer.
nothing.
It screams.
Summer.
It-
Summer.
Summer's here.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
No, anyway, so those are the really hot colors. I do want to say it's somewhere here in the studio. So they sent me a lime green one, which I'm really happy
Oh,
with.
wow.
Lime green, I like that. And it goes with everything. And they also had anyway, I got some good swag I got.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
maybe it's not here. Maybe it was in this studio, I
Yeah.
promise. Yeah. Anyway, it's lime
So I'm
green.
going to be on trend, not trying to be on trend. But
Yeah, you
I
are
thought
going to
they
be in
looked really
fashion.
good,
You're going to be
so,
styling.
Yeah,
you did good.
so.
You did good. Yeah. Of course, all of those colors are all summer. So yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
fun. And speaking of summer, we got a busy summer coming up, and we're going to be talking about the Washington County Fair.
And the parade is on Father's Day.
I know.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
so technically, look what we're doing, Dads. You guys get a parade.
Here you go.
Look
you
at that,
get a
Dads.
parade.
Yes.
Yes. And just get some balloons from the Walmart and says Happy Father's Day, and it suddenly is a Father's Day parade.
Absolutely. I love those little. I love when kids ride their bicycles and stuff. Just get some
I do
little.
too, yeah.
Get some of those balloons and hang on there.
And I especially like the little kids out there that are just a pedaling, and
Oh.
and you think, but the adults are like, I don't think I can make it, and that little kid's like,
Oh, he's just
just
going up the hill, up the
going,
hills,
yeah,
up those
just
hills.
like,
and-
whew,
yeah,
they'll sleep good.
Oh,
Do
you
that, It's like,
getting a good workout.
little
there.
Johnny hasn't been sleeping good. Well, after the fair parade,
He'll be sleeping good. Yeah,
but-
that's
and that
exciting.
stuff that's so fun to watch. It is fun to watch.
Absolutely. And of course, then we'll have the queen, the teen, and then I have the baby contest.
Yes.
And, we're doing Barbie and Ken is the theme.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is that
and,
not
and
adorable?
that is.
Isn't that gonna be
yeah,
fun?
Yeah, that is adorable.
Yeah.
And people, I'll tell you, it's always fun to see the ones that like absolutely want no part of it. They're just like, I'm just gonna sleep through this whole thing. Forget it. Just
Bradley,
forget
it's
it,
true.
Well,
okay.
This adorable kid just sleeping. It's like,
It
no,
can be
mm-mm.
you never know. So the time that you have it, the time frame you have it, children are so unpredictable.
Mhm.
Okay, you can have one just laughing, and then right before they go up on stage, they could be asleep, right?
Yeah.
Or for whatever reason, they got a mood going on, got a
Yeah.
little bit of an
Mhm.
attitude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little bit of a tude there, and not
Mhm.
gonna do it. Now I'm just not gonna talk to the judge. I'm not gonna even or look at the judge or
Yeah.
anything. You
Yeah,
know.
It's like,
Or you have those that maybe have been, kind of upset the whole day, and then they get on there and they're just happy as they can be.
Hey, let me tell you about Mom and Dad right now.
That's right.
We need to talk.
Come here, I gotta
Come
talk.
here. Yeah, I gotta talk. Yeah. You
I
got a
love
minute?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you never know, and that's why it's so fun. But I do want to say that we have the theme, Barbie and Ken and Barbie and Ken, whatever you want to say it. But which it'll be decorated that way, but you don't have to dress like that. You don't have to dress like Barbie. You don't have to dress like Ken. Just don't spend the money. The actual judging's on the baby, the child. So.
And that's always,
It's so much fun to see
Yeah.
their babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so cute.
because everyone's a winner. Because
Oh.
that would be a tough job to have choose because
the judges absolutely.
kids are so.
It's usually like
hilarious.
they're like, why did you have us do this? You know, you have to get new judges all the time because the other judges are like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
you know,
no.
it's too hard.
Yeah,
They're all so
no.
cute. You know.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But yeah. So that's fun. I think though that the stuff like that is just as fun to watch the parents that are just all like. You know.
Absolutely. Yeah. And every baby's adorable. Every baby's precious, and it's gonna, but it's a fun time, and it's a great time. So anyway, that'll be going on, and then of course we got fair stuff going on up on the top of the hill. The grandstand will not be having. There'll be what's it called? The middle of the track, the pit passes. There'll be pit passes, but the actual grandstand. Remember we had the bad storm and that tree hit. Mm-hmm. Well, it's been removed, which was a huge, I had to have a crane to move that. I mean, remember that big tree?
Oh, I know.
mean, that's like a staple. I love that tree, but it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. But anyway, so to get we're gonna have Rose Anderson on, and she can talk more about it. But to get like the materials to fix the grandstand up is not going to be done. So it's not going to be done in time for the fair. So
yeah.
So it'll be a little different, but you know what? We've had different. We can accommodate. We can do it. The show will go on. Yes. Everybody will have fun. We'll have a great fun fair. And everybody, I think it's so much about the fellowship.
Oh, yes.
Seeing people you haven't seen in a while, getting caught up.
And yes, and there's, yes, absolutely. And that's the fun of it, is because I think that any person who grew up here and went to the Washington County Fair can remember, like, where they stood to watch and see people. I mean, yes, when you're younger, you walked around, but sometimes when you got a little bit older, you would stand one place, or you can remember that person that you hadn't seen in a long time, and they came in and you ran into them at the Washington County Fair. And, you know, definitely. And you can remember those people that gave you really good rulers.
Or yardsticks. Those yardsticks,
yeah. The yardsticks,
yeah. Everybody always goes, they go fast.
They do.
Yeah.
And sometimes they get rationed.
You have to do that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think, it's a fun time, and so it'll be coming up an exciting time this month. So June's got a lot going on, you know. And then I know so we got the fair coming up, and it's a great time, and it's a free fair. It costs nothing to come up there. It's free. Yeah. They have the shuttle bus, which my favorite ride. Love to ride the shuttle bus. I think of a nighttime when you ride that shuttle bus and it's dark and you see you see all the rides up on top of the hill. I just think that's...
Yeah, I volunteered last year to be one of the spotters on that, where the tractor going through with that, and that was so awesome. You get to see people and talk to people that maybe you haven't seen in a while.
Well, and those are
there is something about going up that hill and seeing all the lights, and even going back down.
Absolutely.
It's just like, wow. Yeah. And being in the parking lot and seeing what lights you can see from up on
I think the sounds, the smell, the thrill, everything, it just is it's fair time.
Yeah, it is.
And I think growing up, that was such a part of our family life. Yeah. That it just has continued. Yeah.
So we always talk about it. I know it's not quite time yet. We got another coffee club, I think, or two before that. One, funnel cake or elephant ear.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have to say elephant ear. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with you on that.
Elephant ear. Yeah.
Yeah, I like all the fixins, but my favorite is just cinnamon sugar.
You can't go wrong.
You cannot go wrong.
It just Yeah. And they hand it to you and it's warm.
Yes.
And then you try to find the quickest place to sit down, or if you're gonna take it home. If you're going to take it home, which they make it, they could fix it all up there for you to go home with it. It's funny how many times, like if you go up there and people know you're there, they'll text or call and say, hey, would you bring me home an elephant ear? Hey, will you bring me an elephant ear? Will you bring?
Yeah, no. Because what's going to happen is it does not get home. I've tried to take elephant ears home. Yeah. Sorry.
It's just not going to
halfway to Campbellsburg, I'm done. And I've got cinnamon sugar everywhere. And I regret nothing.
Yeah, and
I get home and they're like, where's the elephant ear? Funny story.
Yeah. I'm not even
Washington County Fair is going on all week. You're gonna have to go get one.
I'm not even sorry about it. That's the thing, you know.
No.
So we did that. We were in New York and we left, and so we got a pizza. We got a pizza and we ate. Okay. New York pizza is just like, come on, you know what I mean? It's a different. It's a whole.
I can put a hurtin' on pizza.
It's a different creature. You know
Any
what I mean?
pizza, I can put a hurtin' on.
Oh, never met a bad pizza. So then we thought, okay, because we're going straight through. We're driving straight through. I'm gonna bring this pizza home. Okay. We didn't even get out of the state. That pizza was gone.
What?
So I had to throw away the box. Maybe in Pennsylvania. I can't remember. I can't remember the road map.
Yeah.
Maybe in Pennsylvania or something. We might have stopped and threw the box away and never talked about it again. Of course,
Yeah.
because I know the girls aren't listening. But anyway, we didn't. The girls never got New York pizza.
Yeah. Well, that was like
know.
coming home from Tennessee and the fudge. Oh, this. I'll tell you what. Can't wait to have this at home. Coffee, hot chocolate, whatever.
Yeah.
No.
Not gonna make it home.
No.
Oh no.
No. Halfway through Kentucky.
Yeah. That's a long drive.
Why? Yes. Just in time to stop at the Buc-ee's
That's right.
and get more stuff.
Get to get more stuff.
More
yeah.
stuff.
Well,
yeah.
now
No.
that
There's
is-
certain things that you just can't. But the question is, and you don't see them as much anymore. But caramel apple or candy apple.
Oh, okay. Now this is okay. All right, this is my life. Okay, when I was younger. Okay, when I was a wee little girl. When I was younger, it was candy.
Mhm.
Okay, something about that red. Just seeing that beautiful, and they would make them so pretty, Brad.
Yeah.
I mean, they would set them right up there, and they were just beautiful. That
Yep.
red would just pop.
Yeah.
Okay, and I can remember the crunch. I remember every bit of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So when I was little, it was just that. That was what I wanted.
Mhm.
But as then time changed, and they kind of did away with them. You didn't see
Yeah.
candy apples. They were a
Yeah.
little harder to find.
Yeah.
So then I came over to the caramel side, which
Mhm.
I'm not even mad because
Yeah.
caramel apple. What would you go with?
Well, I would go with, if they're available, I would go with candy apple.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I'm not disappointed if it's just caramel apple because
yeah.
there's so many things that you can do. But me personally, I'm just caramel apple guy. You don't have to put nuts or any of that other
Yeah.
stuff on it. I'm good that way. But one thing that I did, I went to, there was I don't remember what the town was. It was in Kentucky, and they were having a Christmas festival type thing. And so I went to see, you know how I am about decorating for Christmas. So
Yeah.
I went to see if they had some handcrafted Christmas ornaments and stuff like that. And that's what I really went for.
Uh-huh.
But they had caramel apples, but they had candy apples.
Oh.
They had bright, and you know what? That was so cool for Christmas, you know, the
Yeah.
neon
Oh.
red. But they had green, like that limey neon green candy apples also. They put the coloring in that. And so they had red and green candy apples. And
Would that not have been picture perfect?
I did make it home with those. But then as soon as I got home, I ate my green. But I ate red there and green. I brought green. But just for Christmas was beautiful. It was
Think
awesome.
about it, like if you were like
was
you
awesome.
know, on your table at Christmas, wouldn't that be
Yeah.
gorgeous?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like I can't figure out if it was just because you know like when you're younger how you see things,
Hmm.
but it just seemed like they would set them out and they would have those candy apples and they would just pop, you know?
Yeah. My grandma used to make candy apples at you know, during the summer.
Uh-huh.
But she would make them at like for Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
And
Now mine
yeah.
did caramel.
yeah, well they
yeah.
did caramel and
And-
candy.
yeah.
So
And then, do you remember going to Fuzzy's down there and getting all that cotton candy?
oh yeah.
And he would talk to my mom and dad, and while he just kept talking and rolling, and like I would have this
Yeah.
huge,
Yeah.
huge
Oh,
mound
yes,
of cotton
yes.
candy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
But
like
I actually have, and it's just food coloring that you put in there. But I actually have my great grandmother used to make them the
Cotton
old fashioned candy apples.
candy apple,
That-
yeah,
You know,
that'd be
and you
delicious.
just put
Yeah.
food color in it.
So did the green one taste different than the red one?
Mm-mm.
No, just different.
was the
Just like
same,
that
just
green
different
ketchup.
color.
Remember? Yeah,
Yeah,
they did. Remember
yeah.
that? Yeah. Okay, same taste, just
Yeah.
different color. That'd be still beautiful.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So I think that's kind of where I would go. I'd kind of do the, if they were really pretty, I'd do the candy. I'm with
Mhm.
you on that. I could
Yeah.
do it, but in the caramel, I don't know.
Yeah, and that, since it was a Christmas thing, the caramel apples had red and green M&Ms rolled on.
Oh, have mercy. Who said they could do that?
Yeah.
Oh. Now, see, okay, you go over to Holiday World. Okay, it must be something with Christmas. I didn't know if this is a Christmas tradition, but now, okay, like when you go into their, like the Kris Kringle, they have got, you can get any kind of apple. Have you seen all that candy they have? Wait till,
Oh, yeah.
oh, Brad.
Yeah.
Have mercy. They have fudge. They have, yeah, but they have they had one that, I went over there on opening day. They had me for a promotion, and they gave me one. It was called like the kitchen sink or something. I can't remember what. It had everything on it.
Mhm.
This apple was like the biggest apple like you ever. You had to use a
Yeah.
knife. You had to
Yeah.
slice it. It was just too. It was a wombat.
That's good, though.
It had all the flavors. Everything you like. There was like every bite had it. I found
Yeah.
a new flavor, but.
Yeah.
But you can, or you can have them as a little as you want, whatever you
Yeah.
want. You can have put on it. And they'll
Yeah.
make them special for you.
Yeah. Do they have candy and caramel or just caramel?
I've just seen caramel. Yeah, they might, maybe, But I wonder if the apple, like the caramel candy apple, is kind of a Christmas tradition because it's kind of in there, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's something.
Probably. Yeah.
Well, and it also is popular at Halloween. Caramel apples are real popular at Halloween too, right?
Because of apple cider and all that.
Yeah, and popcorn balls.
Popcorn balls. Hello. Thank you.
Where do we always go to food? Always goes to food.
Yeah. But fair's coming up. Fair
Fairs,
food. Can't
I know.
Can't beat it.
We went down that. We went down
Yeah,
that one too.
That's a good rabbit hole.
Yeah, and then in a few weeks we'll be hitting 4th of July.
Yes.
Gearing up, getting ready for that.
Yeah, always a good time.
Yeah, all the tractors that'll be
Yes,
in there
yes.
and all of that.
And then we'll be in the PGA Championship sometime in August.
I'm sure they're going to be calling.
Well, the wind is out of the northwest at 35 miles an hour, and looks
No,
like it's
Brad.
going to be a fast green today.
I think that it's actually not so windy today, Brad. We have to have controversy. What I mean?
Yeah,
Everything. Like one has to
Yeah.
say one, and the other has to
Yes,
always.
yes.
Right? Don't they
Yes.
kind of do that?
I think you're incorrect. That
I
was
think
an 8-iron, not a 7-iron.
I think he just threw it. I think.
Yeah.
Of course, now that would be something. Can you imagine trying to teach me about the irons? I mean, come on. There's nobody that would have enough patience on earth. I mean, teaching me to drive
your cheat sheet would give up.
teaching me to drive a stick. I mean, right there was a lot on earth for someone, and I do. I can drive a stick. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm good on. I can do
I
that.
I learned
now
how
I
to
will
drive.
I will
learned
burn
how
your
to
clutch
drive.
up. Okay, but
Yeah.
I'm going to drive. But I can drive it. I can get
Yeah,
us there. Okay.
yeah.
So that was right there was a what do you call a miracle right here on earth. But teaching me the irons and which irons to use on that. Oh, there's nobody.
Yeah.
There's not a man or woman on earth that has enough patience to teach me that stuff. Because I don't really want to learn it. I
Yeah.
don't.
Well, what I think's interesting is those people are like, well, it looks like it was about 127 yards, and actually, if you measured it, they're really close. I'd be like,
Yeah.
well, that looks like that was about 270 yards, and it's 50 yards. You
See,
know?
I would have no concept
yeah,
of that either.
be like,
There's,
wait a minute.
yeah,
wait a minute.
and we don't
Yeah.
have any concept of time.
No.
So we would.
No.
We would really have to work on this. I mean, we'd have to do some practicing,
Yes,
okay?
it would
We'd have
be.
to get better on our time, better on our distance. I mean, there's a lot of things, and
Yeah.
then you would have to be the lead on which golf club they're using because I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can play a good round of putt-putt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know my strengths, my
Yeah.
weaknesses. You know what I mean?
The club I'm using is the one with the green handle.
He pulls it out of his bag.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
The reason I would want to have golf clubs is because of those cute little things you put on the little golf clubs. Have you seen some of the cute things? Like they have little gophers.
They have sharks.
Sharks.
They have
I mean,
gophers,
see
yeah.
now that would make me want to have a
Yeah.
bag of golf clubs because of those cute.
I know
little things.
someone who has the Incredibles, the
Oh,
family of the
get out.
Incredibles.
Now I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, they
Okay.
special ordered them, so
Well-
Lord knows. I mean, you can get stuff anywhere, but they have the Incredibles.
How adorable. They
Yeah.
have Jack Jack.
Yeah,
Jack Jack.
Jack Jack,
Love Jack Jack.
Jack. Got them all. There's one that's like I don't remember that, but it's something in the Incredibles.
Oh,
Maybe
Did not
two,
even-
maybe Incredibles
oh, I
2 or
shouldn't
whatever.
see that
but
because
yeah.
that would be
Yeah.
why I would want
Yeah.
a set of golf clubs.
Yeah.
To have all of those, the whole of that. Yeah. So, but other than that, I don't know. I would have to do there would have to be a lot of schooling for me, okay? Golf 101,
There you
quickly.
go. There
Well,
you
you
go.
know, they have those books, Golf for Dummies.
Yeah.
Dummies, that would be what I would
Yeah.
be right there. I'd have to read that. Yeah. So, anyway, so we'll see. Maybe they'll call. We'll see. Okay.
Maybe so. I mean, I'm saying we could do it. We could do it. I mean, we really could.
We are pushing
We
ourselves.
are
That's right.
just thinking outside the box here. It's just like,
We want to go further. Well, every time, like I watch a Macy's Day Parade, I always text you and say, "This is us."
I don't. But I mean,
See the balloon? Scooby-Doo going
yes,
through the air.
yes.
How are they
And
holding the town down?
yes.
Yeah.
And I think this float is made up of 10,722 flowers. 7 varieties.
Oh my goodness! I can.
Oh, there's Santa.
There's Santa. Whip away, yeah, whip away. That's
Yeah,
funny. Okay.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thinking of that crack
Yeah.
away with his whip. You
Yeah.
know. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Miracle on.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Brian, we got to get out of here.
They have been at this for over 30 years now. I'm afraid this is as good as it gets. The Rick and Bubba Show.
We're back 6 minutes past the hour. Speedy, the real Greg Burgess, Helmsy, Eddie Van Adler, all here. Look right there. Bill Bubba Bussy.
Rick, glad to be here, and thank all of you for joining us for the little party we call Rick and Bubba.
Bubba, these catalogs that these supergroups have built over their many years of success, and the money that they are getting later in their years for somebody to say, all right, come off all the artistic, you won't let us use your songs for commercials, you won't let us do this, you won't let us do that, you're getting old, you don't need these songs anymore to make, you don't need these little royalty checks coming in, we want to give you one money like they sit,
Big one.
y'all go on your way.
Yep.
And unless you just, have some clinging music purity to what's going to happen to your song, let it go. And Queen, there's talks that Sony is talking to the surviving members of Queen, and I wonder, does the Freddie Mercury family or somebody still get his estate or something? Surely. I guess they would benefit as well. The Bubba, what people are, the rumor is, and it is only a rumor at this point, that Sony may acquire Queen's entire catalog for $1 billion.
$1 billion. That would more than double what they paid for Bruce Springsteen's catalog a few years ago at $500 million.
I wonder what they look at to determine what they think.
Well, I think this number may be something even that the Queen people put out, because that's such a jump at this point. But they're basing it on the popularity of Queen being that it had 52 million monthly listeners on Spotify, as opposed to Bruce's 20 million.
Right. Got it.
So I think they're looking at, they say, well, we have twice as many people wanting to hear our music, so it's worth twice as much money.
Got it.
I think that's how they've come up with that. Now, that's not what the deal is yet, but I think they are the ones that are pushing that number.
Well, it says Queen Productions Ltd. That must be the company. They earned $52 million in 2022. And that's the last time a financial statement was made available. So you can look at that as a pretty good indicator. They're somewhere at around that number the last 2 years as well.
So what do you think? How many people are we talking about splitting this? We don't really know the makeup
All right, so
of
the
Queen Productions.
Greg, tell Bubba the story you told in the
Now,
break. I don't know if you
someone
heard this or not, Bubba. He was
John
standing.
Deacon, who was the original bass player and also wrote another one, Bites the Dust, so he was drawing that, being the songwriter for that. I'm sure it's paid him well. He's been out of the band 30 years probably, and lives off, but he still owns his fourth of the business.
Now
So he will get a cut.
Should be 4 people, 4 original members.
Yeah.
And so
he never gave that up.
So 52 million a year. Well, let's just look at some numbers here.
I mean,
so we
that's
kind of know.
I guess the only thing that would keep you from doing this, first of all, they're so old now. I mean, do they even need any money if they're getting if they're all splitting 52 million a year?
So 13. You're talking about splitting 52 million a year. So you're still getting 13 million a year before taxes.
Now, keep in mind that's just off royalties.
Right.
There's a version of Queen with Adam Lambert that tours.
Yeah.
Of course, Adam Lambert would not be involved.
No, he's working at
right.
whatever the rate is for musicians.
He's getting a pretty good salary from them though, just to do that. But think about the money they're making off their tours. And so this is just what's coming in.
Well,
off
do you think the performers actually doing the tours makes the lion's share of that? They probably just get a cut
Probably
off
so.
of it,
Yeah,
right?
I bet it's. I'd be interested because it'd be interesting to know how it actually works. But $1 billion, Bubba, to answer your question, would probably be split between 4 people.
Yeah, so you're talking
For
about 250 million one-time payment versus 13 million a year you're making now. Let's see. I'm just trying to see where this all plays out. So you've got basically what you could make in 19 years in one payment, but you still got it at the end of the 19 years, and it's how much valuable then. So I don't know. That would be.
It's not as simple as it looks, is it?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds great. 250 million. Who wouldn't take that? Yeah, right. Me. But not 13 million coming in.
Total speculation.
And it's only going to grow.
Yeah. How about this? Total speculation on my part. But do you think that these people like Sony, don't you think they go number one, which is the number one criteria? Do you have a following? And the answer is an overwhelming yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Worldwide. Did you have big hits? Overwhelming yes. But don't you think then it gets down to, but what kind of hits? Are these songs that would easily be commercials?
Yeah.
Another one that bites the dust, of course.
Yeah.
We Want It All. That's that. You've seen those actually be used. So they've licensed some of them.
Right.
But do you think you also look in and see what type of songs are here?
Yeah.
And of course, Queen would have about every kind of thing you need.
Yeah. They brought up crazy little thing called Love.
It's no Cool in the Gang, but
We Will Rock You.
To me,
how about the first volume of Queen's Greatest Hits is the most popular album of all time with sales in excess of 7 million copies. And they're talking about a number of the things. They're saying that this music catalog buy-up is the biggest thing going right now. Recently, David Bowie, Bob Dylan,
Oh, they're all doing it.
Justin Bieber,
And they
Shakira, Neil Young, Blondie, Fleetwood Mac, multi-million-dollar buyouts and stuff. So it'll be interesting here, but it looks like the negotiations are going on with the Queen Productions Ltd.
Yeah, and Sony. So I ain't trying to brag, but
Here we go.
But I noticed our catalog, Bubba, has brought in on some months as high as $2,000.
right.
And
so get ready for the buyout.
So
I said a long time ago, I'm for sale, man. You buy me out in a minute.
I don't think we're going to get that right there, because I think when they do their evaluation of us, it's going to be we'll be found wanting.
Well, let's use the Queen numbers. Let's see. Let's just for fun here. 2,000 times 12, so 24 a year. And if it took 19 years to get it back, so that would I don't know, 450K, 456K.
Okay.
Ain't too bad.
Okay.
If you just look at it on the same scale.
Sure.
But
And it is for sale, to Bubba's point.
Yeah. And listen, not that we would sell, but all offers will be entertained.
Yes, absolutely.
So they got 50% of Michael Jackson's music
So I didn't give it all up.
for 600 million.
Wow.
And they negotiated that with Michael Jackson's estate. But
you
that's
s-
just 50%.
And I know they look at the numbers and but the Bob Dylan thing, and I may be looking at this wrong. To me, he's not as big an audience of people are going to be into Bob Dylan like
No.
these other